Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IW1 YouTube channel. This is your WWE Night of Champions 2025. Watch along the results. Now, the whole reason why I didn't get to go live with my WWE Night of Champions 2025 watch along in the afternoon is because I was at work. I was time. And yeah, that's that. So Night of Champions is still in Peacock for me to watch and for us to all enjoy together, especially to those of you that didn't get to watch it yet. Yeah, I know I'm spamming the live chat, but that's not me. I have it set that way. I gotta fix it. But the live chats are still open for y'all to comment. That way the live chat won't get spammed. It's obviously doing it now. If y'all new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications. Thumbs up. Let's get some likes on the stream. Let's get the views. Let's get some more audience in here, and let's get this watch along rolling. As y'all can see, I already got my WWE Evolve watch along schedule for this week. I'm almost done with the thumbnail for my NXT watch along. Now I got to find out what's slated for the Monday Night Raw Night of Champions Fallout episode. Let's go ahead and tune into this Night of Champions premium live event that took place in Saudi Arabia this afternoon. Because I did not get to see it. I missed it due to having to work morning shift. I was the main morning shift cook this morning, so.
Square keeps you ready for any restaurant rush. At Square, there are no hidden fees. At Square, the 24/7 support to help you go on food. And with Square Bank, get a loan quickly for everything from small.
Okay, man, let me tell you, these tacos are really good.
With restaurant tools that bring everything together. Switch to Square today. Visit square.com to get.
I don't know what's going on with the button thing. I don't know what's going on with that. What the hell is going on? I'm about to say, what is going on with that thing? All righty. Don't spoil me, those of you that already watched it. I want to see for myself tonight.
Making him to join the dark side. Karrion Kross, joined by Scarlett. Kross claims he targets liars in WWE. Consider Sami Zayn what it needs to be corrected tonight. The eradicator Rhea Ripley is here, renewing an old rivalry against Judgment Day's Raquel. It's a street fight.
Rhea Ripley eating a banana. That's funny.
Saudi Arabia. She's an empress who wants to be a queen. Asuka hopes to punch her ticket.
I'm gonna be tweeting out my thoughts on all these matches too.
Storm is building and
On X.
standing in her way. Jade Cargill wants to be queen of the ring.
It's about to be Sunday soon here. You would think I'd be live in the afternoon, but like I said, I had to work. So I'm just not watching it.
Tonight live from Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's Night of Champions.
And I'm eating too. I haven't ate all day besides breakfast.
The journey is long. The path is hard. But the destination, distant, eternal, gleaming, is somehow clear. Getting here is framed by a question and shaped by a fight. But maybe the fight isn't the hardest part. Maybe it's what you carry that's even heavier. Not just the strength and will or the grit and belief. It's the other things. The pressure of expectation. The weight of opportunity. The burden of doubt. And the simple, central, unyielding question.
How in the world do I disable this joint?
Are you in?
I should have did it way before I went on.
This is where you get the chance to find out.
The stakes right now to not be higher. How strong is Jade Cargill? You are not ready. One step closer to redemption for Cody Rhodes. I have to do whatever it takes to get number 15.
Boy, that was towards Asuka from Cody. Not ready.
To show the world.
No, actually, that was towards
Day out. No
Jade
man's
Cargill.
for 25 years. I have been the greatest of all time. It's time CM Punk woke up.
Oh man,
John Cena. CM Punk.
one of the best matches of the entire pay-per-view already. I could see it.
The chance to define yourself in this kingdom. This
I bet everybody enjoyed watching that match.
This night
Oh,
as a champion.
And now, WWE presents Night of Champions.
don't worry about the spam in the live chat. I had it enabled. I was supposed to have it disabled.
You are looking live at Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It is jam-packed for WWE's Night of Champions.
Plus, it's just a reminder, you know, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for new.
Will culminate in the crowning of a King of the Ring tonight. I'm Michael Cole with a former King of the Ring, Wade Barrett.
Dangerously close to 800 subs.
Absolutely huge. So many stakes at the full outcome.
Sal's gonna go live at some point. Here I am.
Massive 3 or 4 hours to go. Also here tonight, our Arabic announce team. Let's check in with Duke Faisal. Hey guys.
اهلا وسهلا فيكم وشكرا لكم. الله يحييكم في بلدنا المملكه العربيه السعوديه. جود اهلا وسهلا فيكم. الاسطوريه
يا اهلا وسهلا WWE Universe اليوم كل العيله في الرياض ويكون متحمس. اطلقوا
Oh yeah, you know it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's head up to our ring announcer, Mark Nash. Ladies and gentlemen, the following is the finals of the King of the Ring tournament, in which the winner will go on to challenge for the Undisputed WWE Championship.
Start off with Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. From what I seen on the match card, here he comes. I bet some of y'all saying good luck watching this at 11 something at midnight. I mean, I would have went live earlier, but I had to settle down, man. Had a hard, busy day at work this morning. Hold on, man. I gotta get this camera fixed. There we go. Got Randy Orton out here. So starting off, the Night of Champions Premium Live event was the King of the Ring finals between Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes.
Introducing first from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 290 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
Man, them Saudi Arabian crowd loud as hell. They sound louder than the WWE fans in the United States. That's how you know it's been one hell of a good show this afternoon that I missed, that I get to watch. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes would be the match to kick off this Premium Live event. Until I seen the match card. My hand had hit something and pulled my skin in my hand a little bit. I'll never forget everybody tweeting out that the media and all that shit went out last night for SmackDown. They had to get Carmelo Hayes and Cody Rhodes to entertain the fans and shit while they was trying to get all that stuff fixed. I bet that's a day that the crowd from last night on SmackDown I'll never forget. I'm not leaving this like this thing talking about. Hey, get this thing off of here. I wonder if anybody else is live watching this premium live event. I'm about to see. Not really. That's why I wish I would have took off work. Yeah, no. There you go. There he is. American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 222 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Somehow I knew that Hikuleo was going to make his debut earlier today while I was at work. I heard that Hikuleo was making his debut, and he did. Sorry to spoil that. But most of the people, even though most of the people had already seen Night of Champions in the afternoon when it was airing on Peacock, it aired at 1 p.m. And most of us that was at work missed it. Well, except for me, because I'm watching it right now. So. All right, this chat gonna be spammed all day with the same thing. I don't know how to set it to. I pushed enable by mistake. I'm trying to figure out how do I set it to disable when I've already set it to enable.
An incredible atmosphere here tonight in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Thousands of WWE fans singing in unison to both Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes' entrance music. Today now we get down to business in the finals of the King of the Ring. In the year 2008, Randy Orton joined forces with Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. in a group that would be called Legacy. Over their 2 years together, Orton won 3 world championships and the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase won 2 tag team titles. Rhodes and DiBiase would kick Orton out of the group in the year 2010. They would then do battle and one-on-one action. And over the years, Orton owns a 7-3 singles record against Cody Rhodes. Will that change tonight in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament?
Man, these fans are loud.
Cody Rhodes, very successful in Riyadh back in November. He won the first ever Crown Jewel Championship. For Randy Orton, it's about some retribution tonight. Last year, Wade, in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament, he lost to Gunther in a very controversial manner. Gunther would go on to SummerSlam to win the world title. the final of the King of the Ring tournament last year was absolute BS, in my opinion, a massive refereeing error. And to a lot of people, Randy Orton is the sentimental favourite tonight to right last year's wrong.
There are no words to describe the atmosphere inside the Kingdom Arena tonight. It is absolutely electric. So for the first time in 12 years, these two men go one-on-one.
I might have fallen there and sleep. I'm hoping not.
It might not need us to.
Yeah, was that in the background?
This audience is going to do it for us.
Winner of this match heads to SummerSlam. The first weekend of August.
I seen somebody walking out the
in
ground.
New Jersey to take on the undisputed WWE champion, since both of these men are from Friday Night SmackDown. Could be Cena, could be Punk. We find out later on tonight. And Orton now with a shoulder tackle, and down goes Cody Rhodes.
I'll tell you right off the bat, from the end.
Thank you to everybody from Twitter X.
And Randy is astounding, considering where they've both been previously in their careers. But it's all
We got 33 people in the live chat on Twitter X.
of this match, or whether it's the fact that you're probably going to have to do some heinous things to a good friend of yours at some point tonight, well, you're going to be successful.
It's also the fact of getting screwed over by John Cena. Both of these
In my tweet for the WWE Night of Champions 2025 watch along results has already got 122 views. So let's keep it up.
Something to say about that.
Let's keep this up tonight.
We'll see how that goes, but right now you need to put
Let's get these YouTube likes, views, and subscribers up for this stream, for this watch along as well. Let's get some more people in the YouTube live chat.
However, first time in 12 years they've gone one-on-one, so still a feeling out process, so to speak.
Yeah, they know each other incredibly well, and I promise you they've studied each other incredibly well, even if they haven't been competing against each other. But for me, at this point, we've found each other out briefly. We've tied up a couple of times. We've got a sweat on. Throw the friendship to one side. Focus on what counts.
I'm actually going to cut the live chat off.
Out of this man stood across the ring who wants to take away what you badly want.
And Cody Rhodes with the forearm to the face of Randy Orton. And now Rhodes off the rope. So, big knee takes Rhodes down, well placed into the midsection of the American Nightmare. Mentioned before, 24th King of the Ring tournament. Dropped down by Cody. And there's the right hand, stunning Orton.
Cody went a little possum there on that knee to the gut, making out it was a lot more painful than perhaps it really was, just sucking Randy in.
Rhodes ripped into the corner.
Ah.
The elbow catches Randy on the bridge of the nose. There's a bulldog by Cody. Quickly into the cover on Randy. Hook to the leg now. Kick out at 2. Referee Charles Robinson working this matchup.
It's so crazy, the mental machinations going on now in the mind of both Randy and Cody. You know full well that your opponent is expecting certain things early. You need to make sure you don't do those things. Keep your opponent guessing.
Not sure if I'm ready for Cody Rhodes to go to the top rope so early, but he did it. It may have cost him as Randy Orton catches him there.
Randy certainly was ready for it. Those are those reflexes and instincts of the Viper that are simply unsurpassed.
1985, the first King of the Ring was crowned, none other than Don Morocco. As Orton climbs to the top rope with Cody in position. And there's a
Superplex to Cody Rhodes from Randy Orton, man.
I don't know if you know,
Randy Orton going to get back up?
Off the mat, he quickly went to his lower back. Perhaps it seized up a bit. And Randy Orton clearly in some sort of pain here. Let's watch this again. And look at it right there. Right there, Randy realizes he may be in trouble as he moves to the
Yeah, he should have never did
lower
that.
back.
Yeah, that could be a nerve issue. Of course, Randy Orton has had major lower back issues in the past. That lumbar spine that kept him out for about 12 months not so long ago. May have tweaked something there.
And Cody Rhodes now stalking his man, Randy Orton. He goes right to the lower back and the kidney.
Yeah, it's all fair game. You have to.
Disaster kick by Cody.
God, it could be a disaster for Randy Orton.
Cover by Cody for the win. Hook to the leg. Orton's forced to kick out.
Oh, that was a weak kick out. This is not the kind of abuse that keeps Randy Orton down. traditionally with that lower back, that lumbar spine, apparently has now served a handicap to the Viper.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes targeting the lower back as goes to work on Orton. Nice suplex by Cody. Cover again by Cody. Finals of the King of the Ring tournament.
Well, whatever game plan Cody Rhodes came into with this one probably just changed. I don't know what his plan to target was, but now throw that out the window. Go for what hurts.
Yeah, Randy had clearly hurt as Cody Rhodes unloads. Orton trying to fight back as well. Rhodes and Orton.
I cut the YouTube live chat off.
Randy now. Oh, and there's the patented backbreaker, and even that.
I'm gonna see if I can go back and put it back on.
Collapse to the mat and pain.
Yeah, that's an instinct.
Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up.
He's done it millions of times before. His brain automatically went there, and now clearly regretting it. Take another look at this. Standard stuff from Orton, but it hurt him far more than it did Cody Rhodes.
Of course, the King of the Ring tournament, one of its restrictions. Surviving.
Big King in the breakdown!
Cody now. Torturing Orton, working on the lower back, wrapping him around the ring post. Cody Rhodes here.
Yeah, being completely.
Come on, why y'all booing Cody Rhodes? He ain't even a heel yet.
Cody Rhodes, why? Because the stakes are so massive this evening.
Yeah.
Not just the crowd, but that opportunity beckoning at SummerSlam for a shot at the goal.
Well, let's go, Randy Chance for capacity crowd here in Rhea.
I like this from Cody Rhodes. I promise you, if the roles were reversed, Randy Orton would have no hesitation.
Block kick.
In attacking Cody.
That got him. He kicked out.
Now, listen, if you have a back issue, obviously each and every time you're forced to kick out, it bothers the back.
Any movement whatsoever. I mean, even lying in bed with a bad back hurts. I cannot possibly fathom how Orton, from this point, can now negotiate his way back into the match.
Well, that's Joe Tessa's issue, carrying you every week.
Oh, come on, mate.
Cody now with a
start.
the place to the spine, and now Rhodes continuing to wear down Randy Orton. And as you mentioned earlier, whatever Cody's strategy was, it's out the window as he's completely changed things now in his attack on Orton.
We're now attacking with that cravat that's really a neck hold, but Randy Orton having to use all the weight of that lower back to force his way back up, and now Cody smartly pressing against the upper back of Randy, forcing him back down, and again, all that pressure goes on the lumbar spine.
And referee Charles Robinson making sure that the arm remains wrapped around the jaw of Orton. It doesn't slip underneath into a choke here, and Cody Rhodes continues to put the pressure on Randy, and Randy's in deep trouble. Randy could be fading here in the center of the ring.
Randy just has that competitive spirit that never say die. He thinks he can figure something out here, even if the rest of us may doubt it.
Yeah, Orton trying to break the hold here, and finally does as he buries Cody in the corner. Now Randy Orton almost went shoulder first. Uh-oh, great move by Randy, and a big clothesline out of Rhodes.
Like he dodging a sling blade.
Here comes the Viper. Power slam.
Power slam. The arm's back, still hurting.
Barely being able to go for the cover here. Couldn't even hook the leg.
Yeah, that was a solid 2.
I've been having back problems too at work. That's why I don't be bending over.
In every regard, from pretty much the word go in this match.
I have to bend over and do my takes and stuff. I can only do 2. Used to only do like 3.
Now, there are occasions when you
I can do all 3 of them. I just try to do 2 and just wait till they do the last one.
They can numb that injury to an extent, and Randy is clearly hoping that is the case here.
And Orton looking to drape Cody over the second rope. The WWE's Apex Predator was going for that draping DDT, and Cody went right back to the back. And another shot to the kidneys.
Gotta be ruthless here if you're Cody Rhodes.
Oh, this could be it. Rhodes cover. Hook of the leg. Randy stays in it.
And it really is that slight turn of speed for Randy Orton that is now gone completely. And that was the difference there in allowing Cody Rhodes back into the match when it looked like Randy was starting to build a little bit of momentum. just cannot
It
capitalize
definitely
on the
was.
damage you caused to Cody if you can't move quick enough to get the next shot in.
Cody now heading up to the top rope now. Avalanche Cody cutter. Is that enough to put Orton away?
It's still not enough.
Randy's
He still
fixing it
kicked out.
again. And now Cody Rhodes beginning to maybe question himself. What do I need to do to put Randy away?
But that is the sweetest sight in the world if you're Cody Rhodes, a Viper in agony, and Cody deftly maneuvering to the top rope, executing yet another Cody cutter. Randy in big, big trouble.
Well, Hall of Famers over the years have been king of the ring. 10 world champions have been king of the ring. The best to the best have won this tournament. The names of Booker T and Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H and Harley Race, among others. Ends up on the apron, kick right to the midsection by Orton. Randy's got him where he wants him. Britney DDT coming. Makes it Orton.
Well, I knew that was coming. The fans already know.
Adrenaline is pumping. The Viper is ready to strike. Measuring his man, going to the RKO, blocked by Cody. Into Kross. Great counter by Cody. Cover. Randy kicked out. Randy's kicked out of just about everything so far.
Yeah, that is a wild, wild kick out for a man with a busted back who's been beaten from pillar to post already. And Cody hits his biggest shot of them all. And it's not good enough. Now what happens on this kick out to the mindset of Cody Rhodes, who has dominated this match?
I'll tell you what happened. I was just looking at Cody, looked him straight in the eyes, and he had a blank look on his face. He was like, what do I need to do? He was staring out into space trying to figure out, how do I take out Orton here?
Yeah, remember, this was once upon a time your mentor, the guy you looked up to, the guy who taught you things. That was like,
Oh! Come out of nowhere! By Orton! Cover! From the win! Cody!
oh, never count out the Viper. Cody just thinking he had all the time in the world to talk some trash to a beaten and apparently broken Viper. But the RKO out of nowhere, quick as a flash. But again, now the role reversal. How frustrating is that for Randy Orton? He got the
Got 35 people in
just
the
when he'd been
YouTube
written
X
off,
live
and
chat
it
now.
wasn't enough.
Randy glancing back at Cody, and oh, you wonder what's going through the mind of the Viper now. Ever dangerous. Oh no, Cody's in position. Cody's in position. Randy second guessing himself.
All the time in the world to hit this punt. Albeit against a true friend.
Orton psyched himself up to do it. Took too long. Cody Rhodes avoided it. Now takedown on Randy Orton. And Cody now. Look at the figure four. Figure four. Center of the ring. Locked in. Orton's in trouble.
Well, Orton just gave a massive kick to Cody Rhodes. Cody's embraced it and thrown it back in the Viper's face.
Cody's got the figure four locked in. Randy Orton, center of the ring. Nowhere to go as Cody continues the pressure.
Only one way to go from here. It is quite simply tap out.
Tap out.
Afraid, but he is so far from Andy Rhodes.
Unless Randy can turn over onto his belly and reverse the pressure onto Cody Rhodes, which is what Orton's trying to do here. And he's able to do that, and now it's Cody Rhodes who's in trouble. Randy Orton now has the upper hand. And Cody has to roll to the ropes and force a break.
That was a hell of a long time in that figure four leg lock. And if Randy wasn't already in
Yeah, I cut the comments off because nobody's going to comment
things
anyway.
are looking messy now for the Viper.
Bad back, issues in the legs now.
And Randy had the opportunity there to finish that with the pump. Simply took too long. Cody moved out the way and it's still game on.
Orton and Rhodes, right hand stunned Randy. You mentioned on the countdown show today, Wade, the fact that it's extremely humid and warm inside this arena, and will it affect these athletes tonight?
It's affecting me sat here at ringside. I promise you, it is destroying the endurance of both men.
Ready, fight now. Cody goes to the midsection with another kick out. Rhodes.
Uh-oh.
Second row.
Oh, RKO again.
For the interception. Cody kicks out.
And Cody kicks out again. Man, what a match.
I'll take it flat. And again, out of nowhere, RKO connecting flush to Cody Rhodes. And it really speaks volumes to the caliber of these two competitors that they are taking the best shots each has to offer and still somehow taking.
Again, the king of the ring on the line, but also an opportunity at the Undisputed WWE Championship at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and that's really why the caliber of competitors in the tournament this year is so high. The crowd is great. Everyone wants it, but trust me, that opportunity at SummerSlam is as big as winning a Royal Rumble now.
Randy now with a steel chair in hand. Will hand this thing to Cody Rhodes thinking here.
He's not thinking straight. That's the issue. The red mist has now descended for Randy.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Randy Orton now.
we're doing the top turn, but the referee's back. That was entirely a ruse. It was a decoy by Randy.
Yes, Cerebral Orton has exposed the top turnbuckle. Let's announce to the official Charles Robinson. That's Cody Rhodes, though.
What?
And now it's Randy Orton blocking. And he went for the RKO.
Oh!
Rips first into the exposed steel. Kross Rhodes by Cody. Cover. Cody Rhodes is king of the ring. What an incredible victory for Cody Rhodes tonight. Wards himself an opportunity at the Undisputed WWE Championship at SummerSlam. What a fight tonight.
I'll tell you right now, Cole, I've known Cody Rhodes a long time. That was a very different version of Cody we saw in there tonight. All bets were off. Cody turned up the violence down, and it was in fact the Viper at times who showed some restraint. Not so much for Cody.
You mean Orton?
This is early on in the matchup. Randy going for that signature superplex and paying the price, tweaking that lower back. And Cody Rhodes exploited it, but Randy always ready and dangerous to strike with his RKO out of nowhere. Cody good for it.
And then Randy Orton steel chair to the ring as Wade said, clearly a ruse to allow Randy Orton to expose the turnbuckle, but would backfire on the Viper.
Yeah, fell on his own sword, shoved straight into it, hitting that lat, those ribs, weakening the Viper.
That sound like Brock Lesnar. Oh! Oh!
And we have ourselves a 2025 king of the ring.
Here is your winner, and the new king of the ring, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes! General Manager Pierce from Raw and Aldis from SmackDown, congratulating the new king of the ring. Let's go up to our own Byron Saxton for an interview. Cody Rhodes.
Cody, first off, congratulations. How does it feel to know that you now have a chance to finally reclaim the undisputed WWE title at SummerSlam?
Byron, first of all, I have to thank Randy Orton, the legend killer. Nothing but respect from the guy who mentored me, the guy who spoke up for me. He's a future Hall of Famer. And this isn't his last stop here in Saudi Arabia. One more time for Randy Orton. I am well aware, I hear each and every one of you, this is an arduous path. First, Jey Uso, the most beloved character in all of WWE. Then, the modern locker room leader, the man, Randy Orton. And at SummerSlam, that means I'm facing either CM Punk or John Cena. And I completely get how you feel as an audience when I go up against these beloved characters, but I want you to hear it from me. I was born to do this, whether it be CM Punk or John Cena. They are holding on to that belt for themselves, and they are holding on to it for me, because at SummerSlam, I get the ball back.
The words of the quarterback. The king of the ring.
Truly dominant champs here on SmackDown since winning, but the Wyatts have been a major threat since returning.
And here they are tonight at ringside as part of Night of Champions. Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, the WWE Tag Team Champions. Well, this coming Monday in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Monday Night Raw will have a special start time at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. Coming to you live on Netflix across the world. Don't miss the fallout from the Night of Champions. Again, special start time from Pittsburgh, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific on Monday. Meanwhile, Night of Champions tonight is in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It is the 13th time we've had a premium live event in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and the 8th from the beautiful city, the capital city of Riyadh. Well, two longtime enemies in Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez face off in Nature's most original bout, a street fight. Will Rhea be successful in her continued crusade against the Judgment Day, or will Raquel cement herself as one of the women's division's top enforcers? Ripley and Rodriguez in a street fight. Up next.
Really?
At BetMGM,
Boulevard Street Fight! In this match, there are no countouts, no disqualifications. The only win is by pinfall or submission.
Oh, we got 36 people in the Twitter X live chat now. So this is supposed to be a steel cage match.
From Rio Grande Valley, Texas, representing the Judgment Day, she is one half of the WWE.
It was supposed to be a steel cage match, but it's a straight fight.
Raquel Rodriguez!
Before we get into the street fight tonight, you see Raquel Rodriguez carrying both
They told you.
titles, the tag team titles. Her partner, Liv Morgan, will be out for a number of months after shoulder surgery. So, General Manager Adam Pearce of Monday Night Raw and General Manager Nick Aldis of Friday Night SmackDown Race have a big decision to make on what to do with the women's tag team titles.
Yeah, they need to make it quick because as a competitor like Raquel, you don't need that hanging over you while you're trying to compete. You want to retain that championship. However they come up with a solution, and there clearly are some options out there that I'm not necessarily going to go into right now, but that needs to be resolved ASAP.
This is the first ever street fight in the history of Night of Champions, in the history of Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah.
And her opponent from Adelaide, South Australia, Rhea Ripley!
Back in 2021, And NXT, Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez engaged in a last woman standing match. Wade was there to call it, and it was a victory for Raquel Rodriguez as she established dominance that night on Rhea Ripley. However, since that moment, Wade, Raquel has been unable to beat Rhea Ripley in a one-on-one match. Will that factor into tonight?
I'm glad you brought that up. Look, sometimes what happens when superstars move from NXT to the main roster with Raw SmackDown, they hit the ground running, they take to it like a duck to water, and Rhea Ripley did that. Other times, some superstars come up and they walk around on eggshells for a little while. They can't get comfortable in the locker room. They don't show their best side. That's been Raquel. Raquel, of late, however, has stepped into a new level, I think, in large part because of the injury to Liv Morgan. Raquel needs to fill those shoes in the Judgment Day, and she does it starting tonight.
Yeah, but Raquel Rodriguez is the one that really started this latest chapter in this rivalry when she first cost Rhea Ripley an opportunity to advance to the Queen of the Ring. If you're Raquel Rodriguez, why are you trying to poke the bear, for lack of a better term?
Making a statement.
He did not. Michael Cole did not just say that.
Right at the top of the roster when it comes to the women, to make a name for yourself, to prove a point, to prove that this is your era, you go for Ripley.
But Jackie Redmond on the Countdown Show had a very interesting point she made about Ripley. It's been a rough patch over the past couple of months for Rhea. Jackie believes, and so do I, this is really a must-win for Rhea here tonight.
Must win for both women, and clearly Ripley needs to get rid of the Judgment Day, who have been haunting her career for months now. They simply will not go away. Victory tonight might finally do the job.
So this is a street fight. It wouldn't be a pinfall or submission. However, there are no disqualifications or no countouts. We are sold out tonight at Kingdom Arena for a night of champions, and Raquel and Rhea Ripley with a collar and elbow tie-up to start things off.
And Rhea Ripley, Cole, is a bully in the ring. I'm not talking about the personality, but she bullies opponents. That can't happen tonight. Raquel is simply bigger and stronger than Ripley. Ripley here is the underdog.
And there's an example of Raquel tossing Rhea across the ring, stopping Rhea from getting the boot up. And early on, Raquel Rodriguez is beginning to dominate Ripley. And Ripley, though, lands on her feet, kicked by Rhea. Stomp on the boot. Oh, face first off the knee. And Ripley now. Raquel still on her feet.
Just ate that clothesline that drops literally the entire roster other than Big Mammy Cool.
Oh, wow. Did you hear that?
Oh, my God, that was superb. It was the weaker hand, too.
Wait, did you hear it?
Yes, I did.
And there's the fall-away slam.
Oh, Cole took the big swing with the right and missed, following it up with a weaker left and still knocking Ripley out of a boot.
And another fall-away slam. That thud off that chop could be heard echoing throughout the Kingdom Arena. And Ripley fighting back with a boot to the face.
Yeah, you're in a dogfight now, Ripley. Swing with everything you got.
Rhea went for this drop kick. Rodriguez moved out of harm's way, and that's a perfect example of these two women knowing each other so well.
And it's a perfect example for me of Rhea Ripley getting thrown off her game this early because she simply cannot bully her opponent.
And Raquel Rodriguez is doing the bullying right now, burying her shoulder into the midsection of Ripley. And that elbow caught her in the temple. And Raquel Rodriguez right now is woman handling Rhea Ripley in the corner.
Oh, the power is one thing. It's the movement from Raquel that has been so good. She looks like a blur in there. You have that much strength and that much maneuverability. You're almost unbeatable. This is really, really...
Oh! And another chop by the one-time NXT Women's Champion 5 times in her career. Raquel Rodriguez has been a tag team champion and 2 times an NXT tag team champion. She's had a couple of street fights in her career as well. Rhea Ripley, Wade, has never been involved in a street fight here in WWE.
Things are changing before our eyes, and Rhea Ripley's confidence is slowly but surely draining away here. Tied up, defenseless, with a powerhouse beating the hell out of you.
And again, the official can do nothing here because there are no disqualifications. Raquel Rodriguez can just tee off like she is with Rhea trapped in the ropes.
Taunting as well in the process. It's both a physical and mental destruction of the Eradicator.
Rhea trying desperately to fight out of the ropes as
Raquel Rodriguez.
Oh, Raquel Rodriguez, they got out of the chair and candlestick.
Rhea Ripley almost with a look of panic on her face, Wade, as she realizes she's a city duck.
Realizes she asked for something that she might not be able to deliver the goods.
That's not the first time I've seen it look like that on Rhea's face.
Oh!
You watch your back.
And Raquel again, punishing Ripley.
Raquel just reminding the referee, there's nothing you can do here. Oh, God. Well, you were sat here alongside me last night at SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax completely obliterated the ringside area. I've got a feeling Raquel's going to do...
Oh, God. Oh, Rhea man just saved herself there, Wade. Bouncing the chair off the face of Raquel. And now Rhea trying to, and she finally does, escape from the ropes.
Tie up the arms, the feet are still swinging.
And Rhea Ripley.
Ooh, caught the head of Raquel on the bottom rope on the way through. Might get some whiplash injuries there.
Rhea's hurt, though. You can see the expression on her face, favoring the midsection. Rodriguez shoulder.
Man, why did you have to say that, Michael Cole?
Rodriguez barely even able to protect herself as you ran face first into those steps.
And wait, this is important for Rhea because it allows her to buy a little bit of time to regroup here.
Yeah, I don't think you can recuperate physically, but mentally you certainly can. And Ripley is cooking up something nasty here.
Dragging the hood off the Arabic announce table. And now clearing off the announce table. And Rhea now with Raquel Rodriguez. Bouncing Raquel face first.
How quickly things have turned around in this one. One window of opportunity. That is all Ripley needed.
This doesn't bode well for Rodriguez. Ripley. We're going to hook Raquel. Raquel able to block. And again, Raquel blocks.
Ripley just not strong enough to manhandle Raquel. Both women moving gingerly now.
Rhea's absorbed a ton of punishment here. Rhea now from the announce table going to launch herself. Raquel Rodriguez, though, catching Rhea Ripley in midair, and now with Rhea up top, driving Ripley.
Oh!
To the count from the announce table. Rhea Ripley driven into the timekeeper's area by Raquel. No countouts. Street fight rules.
Oh, God, let's take another look at this sickening crack. It wasn't a thud, it was a crack. I just hope it wasn't the spine of Rhea Ripley. Raquel in agony too, but clearly has dominated the majority of this match.
Now you're going to wonder what Raquel is looking for. Table time now. And again, Rhea hasn't moved. And Raquel sending the table into the ring.
What an authoritative performance thus far from Raquel, who is cooking up more weapons of torture inside that ring, and apparently has all the time in the world to do it because Ripley has barely moved.
Rhea now trying to drag herself out of this predicament. Raquel back outside the ring. And again, attacking Ripley, bouncing her off not just the announce table, but the apron.
Genuinely never seen Rhea Ripley treated like this. I've seen a ton of Ripley matches over the past 5 years, up close and personal.
Look at Raquel now. Look at the power. Lifting up those steel steps. Raquel is dangerous as she's ever been. May look better than she ever has. As Raquel went to bounce Rhea off the steps. Rhea, though, able to bounce Raquel face first.
God damn.
And just like that, Rhea's taken over.
Well, But someone might be about to get a whipping here, Cole.
You wanna whip me? You wanna whip me?
And it's Raquel now, suffering the wrath of Ripley.
Damn!
You can hear it. Oh my goodness!
Little stop.
Hey,
Flying around the ringside area after making contact.
Raquel better run because she's still
Raquel
behind
trying
him.
somehow to get away as Rhea Ripley continues. She just whipped the hell out of Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel just trying to cover up, but there's nowhere to go. And Ripley razor's edge. Kick. Cover. Kick out.
Ah!
Now, both of these women are really showing us something here tonight. Of course, we already knew this about Rhea Ripley, but it has been a coming out party for Raquel Rodriguez. Razor's edge at such a high angle landing, followed up with a volley to the jaw of Raquel. But Big Manny Cool is simply equal to it. And now a prison trap.
Yeah, the prison trap, which is the submission maneuver Rhea's not tapped out of many in her career. Raquel in trouble, center of the ring. Rhea Ripley's got it locked in.
That's the biggest weapon of them all in this kind of match. Specialist maneuver executed to perfection.
And that's Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez has been recruited to the Judgment Day by Finn Balor. We saw Roxanne and Raquel put Rhea through a table Monday night on Raw.
And of course, it's all legal. Boulevard street fight.
And now Rhea Ripley has had enough of Roxanne Perez, who drops Rhea to the floor. The feisty Roxanne Perez. Uh-oh. Rhea looking to power out. Roxanne realizes she's in trouble. Her face says it all.
Well, whatever Roxanne Perez was trying to cook up here has backfired in a big way.
Maybe it hasn't backfired, Wade, because Rhea's got her attention turned to Roxanne Perez. And may allow Raquel Rodriguez to reach.
Backfired on Roxanne. This is not going to be pretty.
I don't know if you can read lips, but Rhea Ripley said, "Welcome to the Judgment Day."
Well, damn. Behind you.
Roxanne Perez belongs in the trash can.
Unnecessary call.
Oh, into the steel post. Like I said, that allowed Raquel opportunity, Wade, to regroup.
Yeah, yet again, a selfless act from Roxanne Perez.
Oh no. Oh no, Rhea may be out.
Just missile right into it.
And there's that corkscrew splash off the second rope. Raquel looking for the victory. And a kick out by Rhea at 2.
No way. Rhea's still kicked out of that.
Punishment in this one. Long darting into a
Dang.
steel ring post. Driven again, face first into those steps. And then this corkscrew Vader bomb connected. Rhea never goes down without a fight, however. But the end is surely nigh here.
Yeah, Raquel dragging Rhea back to her feet, looking for the Tahana bomb. Maybe through the table. Rhea Ripley, though, takes Raquel close to the table, off the Rana.
Great footwork from Raquel there, prevented herself flying into that table and immediately a crushing big boot.
Raquel was about to deliver a Tahana bomb through the table, but Rhea able to counter at least momentarily.
I've been so impressed how on point Raquel has been tonight. Just a step ahead.
Yeah, very, very impressive. One of the best showings by Raquel in a long time here tonight, as she has really dominated Rhea Ripley at many points in this match.
See the growth of confidence with Raquel over the past 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, no.
Now I don't know what she's planning here. Raquel, though, face first off the table. Rhea Ripley catches her with a kick.
Right, the edge of that table too. Point of the jaw. Might have loosened a few teeth there on Raquel. think she's thinking about anything right now, though. Brain scrambled.
Trying to figure out what Rhea has in mind. Rhea now on top of the table, which is hung up on the top rope and bouncing Raquel off the table.
Ripley, not exactly a top turnbuckle specialist traditionally.
Well, Ripley now has Raquel on the table. I'm not sure if the table's going to hold these two.
Oh, God.
Rhea setting up Raquel. You got to be kidding me.
Oh, no.
From up there on top of the table, Riptide.
Oh, no. Riptide on the top of the table. No way. Riptide over the table? What? No way she did a riptide over the table.
Wow. Just wow. What a street fight here tonight.
Such a grisly affair.
No way she did a riptide over that table.
We have ever had in WWE. I'll take
Damn.
nothing away from Raquel. That was incredible from Big Mommy Cool. But incredible doesn't always get the job done, especially when you're in there with Rhea bloody Ripley.
Oh, the turning point was Raquel Rodriguez going face first to the table that she had set up with.
Damn.
And falling on her own soul to an extent, but how resourceful is Rhea Ripley?
Ooh, over that table?
As you called it, avalanche riptide off that platform. And hey, you're a person of planet Earth is kicking out of that one.
Wow. Rhea Ripley, who's made it abundantly clear that she wants, as she said on the Countdown show, her baby back. The women's world title.
Tomorrow on WWE LFC.
I'm gonna show Booker why he got no.
He said, I'm going to show Booker one. He just broke the. Mm-hmm. How about ready to go to bed already? All right, champions back on.
Championship will be on the line at Evolution because, Wade, we got a brand new U.S. champ.
Yeah, incredible stuff from Julia. Yesterday, her first championship, just 3 or 4 weeks after being signed right here on SmackDown by Nick.
There she is.
And here she is. The champ is in town. And Rhea just loves some Julia.
Right now, we're about to see the battle between Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. Kross has been the devil on Sami Zayn's shoulder, hoping that Sami would devolve into darkness as the only way to accomplish Sami's ultimate goal to win the World Championship. Sami has other things in mind.
I think Kross is there to get people over, to get younger talent over. I think that's what they use Kross for. And if that's the case, they need to send him back to NXT so he can get a better push on TV. Thank you for the thumbs up. It's the wonderful Scarlet. This is cinematic right here, man. And that is so funny. Scarlett does that, and then Karrion Kross just pops up out of nowhere. That's just so hilarious. Oh, and Brad. That's almost like the team up of Goku and Frieza when they were in against Jerry.
But all this, the way you are, the way you want to be.
From Dragon Ball, from the Dragon Ball Super Survivor Arc tournament.
World champion.
You know, the world tournament of power. Oh, I didn't know they was going to show that again.
Dad and Pierce. Our match is official. TikTok.
Whoa. I think they were going to show that.
Got him. Clearly, it's what Kross wanted.
Yes, he did, and perhaps the mask is flipped on Sami Zayn. You might not like the words of the devil on your shoulder, but when the words are true, perhaps they hurt even more, Sami. And the hatred you have inside your heart was apparent for all to see this past week at Raw.
I think Karrion Kross is completely insane. Well, you know what? A lot of people believe this stuff makes sense.
This is Saudi Arabian fans' favorite right here. What is this on my phone?
From Montreal, Quebec, Canada. At 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Seriously, what is in my eye, man? Oh!
Karrion Kross says that his main targets in WWE are liars because he hates dishonesty.
Oh, really?
Misdirection. He claims that Sami Zayn is one of those liars.
Well, it says Sami Zayn weaponizes sympathy, which I thought was very majestic entrance. Look, Sami Zayn wearing that traditional headdressing, okay, to get the people on his side. Why does he do that? Because it helps advance his own career.
Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel if you do, and share the stream. Let's try to get these views up on this WWE United Champions 2025 watch along. Get the views up, the lights up. Let's get everything though.
Here tonight. There's this groundswell of support that is surrounded Karrion Kross over the past couple of months. But
got 3 more matches to get through finally.
There's many WWE fans that are back in this cycle. Social media has been very vocal about it. However, now you got to prove yourself with the Karrion Kross against Sami Zayn.
Stop castigating him at first one. You call him a psycho.
That's my opinion.
Okay. Well, apparently the reason there's a groundswell of support behind Karrion Kross is because certain people, and large numbers of them, actually listen to the message and agree with what he's saying.
Yeah, guys.
I thought they were gonna sing Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. Nah, that's not that. That ain't what they were gonna sing.
You're all right. The message is one thing. The demand for opportunity is another. Tonight, opportunity for Karrion Kross, and you have to deliver.
That's what the fans in the United States see when they see Cody Rhodes come out. When they see Cody Rhodes in the ring, about to have his match. Go Cody Rhodes, go Cody Rhodes, go Cody Rhodes.
It's just the pace you expected this match to start out.
It's the goading from Karrion Kross historically, and this guy dominated NXT, let's be clear. Hasn't had the same level of success as through the Raw SmackDown, but he's always been a manipulator, a guy able to break people mentally and then break them physically.
And here's doing just that for Sami Zayn, the viciousness of Kross. The official
I dying.
Kross obviously Scarlett barking at Sami Zayn.
Oh, you heard what Scarlett said.
Now Sami fighting back.
Sami is such a scrappy underdog. In that ring.
Oh, Sami's been on this, what some may say is an obsessive quest.
Ow.
To win his first ever world championship.
My eyes.
That's part of the issue for Sami Zayn. Kross has told him you're simply not good.
Ow.
Zayn does not believe that.
Well, history would tell you Sami hasn't been good enough to win it thus far. And I think Kross's point is you need to bring out the hatred in your heart if you want to get to the top of the fight then.
The cunning, seductive, manipulative Scarlett offering some words of wisdom in the ear of Karrion Kross.
The modern day Mickey and Mallory. Oh, whatever those words of wisdom there. Absolutely right. And her mat is back on top.
And forearm dropping Zayn. And now Kross looks to take over with his power. Sami, though, going to end up on the barricade. Moonsault will take down Karrion Kross. And Sami's fired up.
Great nimble ability from Sami Zayn. Rooster, you can never write this guy off. And that is frustration to a powerhouse like Karrion Kross.
And Kross now with a smile on his face sends Sami Zayn across the ring with a great throw.
Saito suplex there from Kross. An absolute specialist with that move.
Yeah, the Doomsday Saito, he calls it, as he continues the attack on Zayn. Take another look.
Great maneuver. He won an NXT championship with once upon a time. And now perhaps getting back to that kind of form here at Night of Champions.
Another straight forearm to Sami, but there again is just the resilience of Zayn, a never say die attitude. Oh! That elbow well connected. Kross cut. And Sami able to kick at one. Just
than this plotting style by Karrion Kross to wear his opponent down.
Oh, literally wear his opponent down. Literally.
Draw out the torture. Wait, you got to wonder if Kross actually believes in all this doomsday rhetoric, or does he just like playing mind games with his opponent?
Well, in the end, regardless of which one is true, it's highly effective. And Sami Zayn hasn't been his normal self from the word go tonight.
No! Sami with a couple of elbows. What's Sami going to do here? Kross down to one knee. Oh, back a blow by Kross. And Sami now hung up. Dangerous position here for Zayn.
That's the point for Karrion Kross. You call it a quad.
You liar!
Wadding style earlier when Kross needs to move quickly, when he needs to close down that space like he did there, he absolutely can.
The cover. Sami kicks out, and I did not mean plotting in a negative way. I mean an opportunity to slow the pace down and just beat the hell out of his opponent, which he's doing now to Sami Zayn.
Well, that surprises me because you've been nothing but negative about Karrion Kross since he walked out here this evening.
I just think the guys are far short of a Happy Meal. I mean, what do you expect?
Well, Scarlett doesn't agree. Thousands and thousands of people around the world don't agree. And I'm pretty sure right now Sami Zayn might be adjusting his way of thinking before our eyes.
You realize there's been a lot of cycles over the years that have had millions of people following him, right? Doesn't make him right. That's it, a straight right.
Well, good point there. But that does not prove that
Karrion Kross laughing at Sami Zayn. Oh, Sami Zayn fighting back.
Sami Zayn just digging down deep again.
But technically so good was Kross covering up and blocking almost all of those shots.
Sami leapfrog. And a close line drops Kross.
Oh, that was massive from Sami Zayn. Knocking Kross out of his boots there with that one. Did not expect that at all. Perhaps that rage now boiling up inside Sami Zayn. And to be fair, he looks better for it. Which is Kross's point.
Not going to stop at 10. Sami now measuring his man, Zayn. An axe handle right across the head of Karrion Kross.
The game really has changed before our eyes. Something is broken inside Sami Zayn. And he's now in the ascendancy. And defenseless is Karrion Kross.
And Karrion again quickly back to his feet. Sami, though, leapfrog rolls through. Caught by Kross. Kross has got Sami in possession.
Boom.
Down goes Sami Zayn. Cover now. Is it enough to put him away? And a kick out.
Once again, the power of Karrion Kross on display. Technique and everything with that leaping Dead Valley driver. Not quite enough to put Sami away, but Sami is looking like a broken man now.
Yeah, Kross could be closing in on an important victory here. Heard him screaming earlier saying, "You're a liar. You're nothing but a liar." And now we're going to put Sami Zayn away.
Locking that up for it though.
And Sami went for the Blue Thunder Bomb, countered by Kross. Oh, what a throw. Dropping Sami right on the back of his head.
Once again, the go-to, that Doomsday Saito, wiping the brain of Sami Zayn. And I think I know what's coming next, Cole.
Could be Crosshammer time. Paying homage to my broadcast partner.
This lands with a sickening thought.
And Sami Zayn, though, able to turn it around. Into the Blue Thunder Bomb. The move that almost beat Randy Orton in the King of the Ring semifinals. Almost beat Kross here tonight. But another look at the Doomsday Saito that Kross uses so effectively. Really a go-to move.
That landing is so sickening on the back of the neck. It just When the killer blow was about to hit, Sami Zayn pulls it out of nowhere. Perhaps celebrating a snitch too soon, because this Karrion Kross is double top.
Sami trying to psych himself out, get back into this matchup off that Blue Thunder bomb.
Really is tapping into the energy of his Riyadh audience. This is their man. They believe in Sami Zayn now.
Karrion Kross just collapsing to the center of the mat. This is dead weight for Sami Zayn.
It's a lot of weight. Karrion Kross in about 280, 270.
Oh, nice German suplex released by Karrion Kross, and it's almost like he suckered Zayn in.
Yes, he did. Mind games once again. Burn out your energy, lifting up this massive frame. And when you think you've done it, it's German suplex o'clock.
Karrion Kross, well versed in all aspects of the grappling game. In fact, he's a brown belt. And
Comes to now, he can snap baseball bats with his bare arms. Videos online of it if you don't believe me. Multiple in one go.
Sami Zayn slips by Karrion Kross. Zayn caught him. He exploded into the corner. I don't think he got quite all of it, but maybe enough. As Kross landed on the back of his head.
Oh God, not where you want to be if you're Karrion Kross. No one Sami has momentum.
But for the haluva kick, Kross caught him in the cross jacket.
And that is firmly locked in now. Sami desperately reaching for those ropes.
Sami had an opportunity. Kross intercepted him. Cross jacket in. Karrion Kross are going to tap out Sami or pass it out here tonight.
Oh, cutting up the oxygen supply, cutting a blood supply to the brain, and now the hook. Locked in.
Wrapping the legs around the body of Sami Zayn, and Sami starting to fade. Nowhere to go. Kross has got him hooked good.
Lips are turning blue. Body is going limp. Lights are fading. A matter of time now.
Sami Zayn may be out.
Oh God, his face is going purple.
The official, Daphne was shown right there. Saying if Sami
I think
taps
he's gone. I think he's gone.
he may be out here.
It's out.
If it goes down this time, it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Sami though keeps it up, but Sami's still in the fight somehow.
Oh, a quick burst of light to the mind of Sami Zayn. But what can you do with it, Sami?
Yeah, but he's got to drag this 280-pound frame of Karrion Kross to the bottom rope. Sami about a hand's length away, fingertips away now, trying to get to the bottom rope. Kross wisely shifts his weight.
Oh, that was so good from Karrion Kross, but is it enough? And Sami's fading again.
Sami's fading again, and he's only a fingertip away from the bottom rope.
I told you. I told you.
Sami Zayn will force a break.
And perhaps that talk was a little too much for Sami to take. It's broken for now. And Sami looks like a beaten man.
What's wrong with you? You don't want to stay down.
Oh, goodness.
Decapitation.
Say it. You're going to say it. Say you're lying.
The punishment now of Sami Zayn.
Say, Kross, told the truth.
He's looking like a mannequin here, but
Haluva kick by Sami Zayn. Drops Kross. Falls into the cover. Sami Zayn with a miracle.
Here is your winner.
Whoops.
Sami Zayn.
Sorry, Scarlett, but your husband just got knocked the fuck out.
He was very truthful when he said earlier today.
Just kidding.
Karrion Kross, that kind of champion.
More like a lunatic kick.
From the jaws of victory, he had his match pick, but one told too many. Energized whatever spirit is inside Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn with that flash haluva kick gets the job done.
Sami got caught in the cross jacket by Karrion Kross here. We thought it was over.
Oh man, this felt like an eternity. I have no idea how this wasn't the end for Sami Zayn. It was all but over until Sami Zayn fired up, got to the ropes, and clothesline after clothesline in the corner made it look
Hold the truth.
like game over. But one tall too many, a boom right to the temple, haluva kick from Sami Zayn. Grabs the top here in Rhea.
What a victory by Sami Zayn tonight, slaying Karrion Kross. Time ever. November 29th. Tickets on sale Friday, July 11th, and pre-sale starts July 9th. Register now. Well, this is Night of Champions, and we have a brand new team that are the AAA Tag Team Champions. Fatal four-way a couple of weeks ago at Triple Mania 3 in Monterrey, Mexico. Los Garza's Way pick up the gold, and they are with us here tonight.
Flanked by the Emperor of Lucha Libre, Santos Escobar, the AAA Tag Champs Los Garza are here. Things feeling good for Legado del Fantasma.
And a special thanks to Aliana for Night of Champions, the theme song. Benini. Entire Arabian Peninsula. Well, they say that blood is thicker than water, but for Solo Sikoa, his opponent Jacob Fatu is the latest member of the Levis tribe. Well, America's most wanted, prevailing defending his title for the first time as a lone wolf. With Solo and his dirty tricks come out victorious. Fatu against Sikoa for the United States Championship. Next.
When someone is diagnosed with cancer, they need support. That's why for the past 10 years, Subaru and our retailers have supported nearly 500,000 patients by providing blankets and encouraging messages of hope. Subaru, more.
I don't want to get a compliment, so I'll turn. Uh-oh.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the United States Championship. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Sikoa! The man is ferocious, dangerous, hungry, and some would say, Wade, jealous. Jealous over the fact that Jacob Fatu won a singles championship before he did at this level. Solo Sikoa, a former NXT North American champion, but he's never held a singles title on either Raw or SmackDown. Jacob Fatu did that before Solo, and I think Solo is bitter and upset about that.
Well, I'm not going to castigate any competitor who's jealous of another competitor holding a championship. That is not the issue here at all. The issue is a family member, Jacob Fatu, who was brought to this company by one man when nobody else would touch him, has thrown it all back in that man's face, and that man is Solo Sikoa.
And his opponent from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 291 pounds. He is the United States Champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu! Listen, Wade, no one's denying the fact that Solo Sikoa gave Jacob Fatu the opportunity to come to WWE. Gave him riches and fame and fortune. What I think people are concerned about is the way that Solo Sikoa treated Jacob Fatu once he got here. The things he said behind his back. It was almost like he was looking at Fatu as a worker for him, as opposed to an equal or a counterpart that would help out the family. That's where the issue is, and that's where it lies with Fatu.
Well, Solo Sikoa knows Jacob Fatu a hell of a lot better than you. And here's the issue. All gas, no brains was the insult that really set Fatu over the edge. I will argue that Jacob Fatu is a weapon, a major weapon, but weapons have to be pointed in the right direction. Solo did that for Fatu. Now Fatu's on his own. I think it's going to all come unglued.
For the prestigious United States Championship, held by over a dozen Hall of Famers in the history of WWE. Solo, Jacob Fatu, staring down one another in front of a sold-out crowd at Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia. And Solo wasted little time going after Fatu with the right hand, and we're underway. The bell rings, and Jacob Fatu sent shoulder first into the ring post.
Oh, God, the savage side of Sikoa has been brought out by this family betrayal from Jacob Fatu.
Well, I would say the betrayal actually came from Solo, but to each his own. As Solo continues to pound away.
To each of his own, he says. To each of his own.
Oh, a splash in the corner by Fatu.
Celebrating a little too much. You cannot do that against the man who bounces back as quickly as Jacob Fatu. Amazing powers of regeneration.
Well, Fatu is so dangerous, incredible athlete, unhinged as well. You never know what he's going to do and when he's going to do it for the United States champion.
has that intangible quality that terrifies and captivates in equal measures.
Fatu won the United States Championship with a victory over LA Knight at WrestleMania back in April. Solo catches him with a boot to the face and a big right.
Well, what a burst it was from Solo Sikoa in the opening 30 seconds of this one, but shut down just like that by this barbarian.
You should have known.
And Wayne Barry just called him a barbarian. Really?
Uh-oh, and Solo Sikoa wisely rolling out of harm's way.
Wisely, that's the key word. Solo Sikoa is a smart man, although
Fatu on the steps and down goes Sikoa.
perhaps there are no smarts in the world that can protect you from this man.
Like I said,
Come, Jacob Fatu says, shut your ass.
WWE today with that flying clothesline off the steps.
He says,
Fatu
shut
with the
your ass.
clothesline, but he has all the physical gifts any superstar could ever wish for.
And there's the senton by Jacob Fatu. Another one by Jacob.
Well, you have to think these two probably grew up brawling with each other. Oh, God, don't that.
It's, Solo knew it was coming and again rolls out of harm's way.
Well, Sikoa, the street fighting champ of the islands, ain't going to get soft that quickly.
Fatu, oh, he went for the suicide dive and Sikoa caught him with a right.
Big street fighter punch, time to perfection.
And now Solo with a Uranagi half spinning Solo onto the apron. And now we get a Uranagi outside the ring to the floor.
In the eyes of Solo Sikoa, in part because he wants to punish Jacob Fatu, in part because it's the only way of surviving this man.
And again, remember, count out does not help Sikoa. Fatu has the champion's advantage. Sikoa must pin or submit Jacob Fatu.
No abiding his time, though he knows full well Jacob Fatu ain't gonna get counted out, buddies.
You should have stayed. You should have listened to me. You hear me?
See Jacob Fatu for turning his back on the family. Despite the mistreatment by Solo.
That is the issue, isn't it? Did Solo Sikoa outlive his purpose? For Fatu, you brought me in, you guided me to championships. I don't need you. And
Oh, yeah, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All righty, y'all. I'm back. Let's tune back into this Premium Live event. I'm talking about Night of Champions.
Correct, though. Blocked by Jacob, Fatu fighting back. Couple of well-placed rights by Jacob Fatu, driving solo Sikoa back across the ring. Irish whip. Oh no, face first off the top of the ring post.
Again, the stance of Solo Sikoa give him the advantage. The advantage that formerly was gifted from Solo to Fatu.
It's the United States Championship match.
Solo Sikoa. I mean, here's the man who really took over things from Roman Reigns, right? Now he's got this JC Mateos in his corner. Had Jacob. Oh, now backing it up into the
face of Jacob Fatu.
Here's the truth of this world, Michael Cole. Some people are generals, some people are soldiers. Jacob Fatu may think he outgrew that soldier uniform. He's about to get taught a valuable lesson from the general.
So listen to me, Jacob. Now look at you. Look at you. So listen, I gave you everything. You never loved me. You never loved me. Now, Jacob, what is that?
Solo Sikoa should be Mr. Money in the Bank right now if that plan wasn't obliterated by Jacob Fatu.
Now that is a true statement. It's Sikoa with great strategy here, wearing the champion down as he
But
talks.
you didn't like me. I tried. I tried for you, Jacob. I loved you. I'm gonna love you. Now I'm gonna take your ass out. What you say, Jacob? No. Huh?
Spewing
Yeah,
out.
baby! No.
Yeah, Fatu
Oh,
is fading.
yes. No grace. Oh, yes.
Fatu may have well met his match this evening in the form of his own flesh and blood.
Official Tran looking on right there to see if Jacob Fatu may give up, but Jacob, the United States champion, fighting back. With the sold-out crowd here. Solo drops him with the right to one knee.
Look at you. Look at stupid. Huh? Look at Ooh. I love you, Jacob.
Fatu.
You said listen.
12 months now. Who has treated him like this? Nobody.
Jacob firing back. Block the right. Here comes Jacob Fatu now, trying to fight back into this match. Solo dropped underneath and oh my God!
What a display.
How the hell did Jacob Fatu stand up from that?
Well, he rotated, perhaps taken most of the sting of it.
And now Solo Sikoa slung across the ring.
That freak athleticism of Jacob Fatu.
I don't understand how this man's on his feet after being dropped on his head.
And that was part luck, part brilliance from Jacob Fatu. And Solo Sikoa had no idea. And now
an impaler by Jacob Fatu, and now out to the apron.
blink and things change quickly around.
Oh, and that swanton by Jacob to retain the championship, and a kick out by Solo.
I'm going to see this thing again. German suplex attempted. You see? Oh, wow. A full rotation. Took it on the belly. Got straight back up. Taking down Solo in the process.
Yeah, then the swanton by Jacob, but that was a great call, Wade. He didn't completely rotate, landed on his belly, allowed him to pop up. Solo thought he dropped him on his head, so did I.
Well, that's it. On the head, on the back of the neck. That is the aim of the German suplex. But with Jacob Fatu, you cannot take your eye off him for a second.
Just a uber athlete. Freak in the ring.
All gas. No brakes.
All gas, no brakes. Jacob's motto, not the all gas, no brains that Solo throws around.
Jacob Fatu may well be completely unbreakable. Certainly unyielding. Hold on.
JC Mateo, I was wondering when he was going to wander out here. Solo Sikoa's running, buddy. And now who the hell is out here? Somebody just dropped Jacob Fatu into his back. Tonga Loa. He's been out of
Oh no. Tonga Loa's back.
And Loa's here with a spinning neck breaker to Jacob Fatu.
Another surprise.
Just handed the championship to Solo Sikoa. Tonga Loa is
We're gonna end up seeing another surprise here soon.
Destruction by JC Mateo. Cover. Fatu stays in it.
Well, Solo's army got a major reinforcement just when he needed it. But the fight ain't over yet. That was supposed to be the fix.
Yeah, the fix was in all right. But the disbelief on the face of Solo Sikoa tells the story.
Referee missed the entire thing dealing with JC Mateo. Again, a master plan from Solo.
Listen to me. You hear me? I love this.
Went with the Samoan spike, Fatu able to avoid it. Kick to the face, drop Solo down. JC Mateo going to run into a kick and now fall on the Tongaloa. And now Fatu over the top.
Damn.
Everybody. Wow, runaway train.
One man against an entire army, and the one man is winning. Oh my God, the Fosbury flop with devastating results on Solo's men.
And now Jacob back in the ring. And there's a pop-up Samoa drop. Mateo in the ring now. And now Jacob Fatu has JC Mateo down. The official over to Mateo. Fatu now looking to go up to the top rope. And there's the moonsault. The moonsault to Solo Sikoa. Fatu in position into the cover. Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that, Mark? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. You know who that is? That's Tonga Loa. Tonga. They're brother.
You want everything.
Oh, you are 7 foot tall, this guy.
You want everything. You want everything.
We've seen him destroy people in Japan, and he just destroyed Jacob Fatu with a choke slam on our table. And now offering the sacrifice back into the ring to Solo Sikoa.
Solo Sikoa's army apparently grows from strength to strength. What an acquisition!
Jacob Fatu is
Coolio makes his WWE debut on Night of Champions.
The shocking return.
Here is your winner and new United States champion, Solo Sikoa!
The shocking return. First of a man we haven't seen since War Games, Survivor Series, Tonga Loa.
Well, just when Jacob Fatu was going in for the kill, referee's back turn. An epic moment for Tonga Loa, proving pivotal in turning this one around for Solo Sikoa.
And then this. You thought it was over.
It was supposed to be over there. Fatu hit the big one. It's a 1, it's a 2. Wait a second. This absolute freak steps out from under the ring.
You want everything.
Yes, speaking of the 7 feet tall.
And then he offered the sacrifice Solo, who delivered the Samoan spike to win his first singles.
The brains and strategy of Solo Sikoa wins him gold from Jacob Fatu. Everyone wrote off Solo Sikoa. Well, look at him. Look at his army. And look at his championship now. Eat your words.
And look at Jacob Fatu all alone.
Now taking it off. It's blocked. Everything.
Welcome to the official Rhea season opening ceremony.
Wow. We got the return of Tonga Loa. Then the debut of Coolio. Wow, that's crazy. Damn, son. just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? Whew.
Well, heavy is the head that wears the crown. But who will be anointed queen? Jade Cargill looks to put an end to the surge in Asuka. Or will the Empress of Tomorrow have what it takes to win today? Two deserving women, one crown. The Queen of the Ring finals is next.
Are there any snakes? No? You sure?
It's time to push your limits. That was it.
Here we go.
Back on the knee of Asuka. I don't think that will come into play in the psyche of Asuka whatsoever.
First time ever one-on-one between these two women. In 2021, Zelina Vega won the Queen's crown. Last year, Nia Jax won the Queen of the Ring. She went on to SummerSlam to beat Bayley for the WWE Women's title. Who will become the latest Queen of the Ring?
Two highly respectful competitors, but it did come to blows last night on SmackDown. The thin veneer of civility was scratched off quickly, with Asuka getting the best of Jade last night.
And Jade said on the Countdown show, Asuka made a mistake, and it came to blows like that. So let's talk strategy. If you're Jade Cargill in this matchup, how do you match a woman who I believe is the first ballot Hall of Famer in Asuka?
Well, clearly there's a massive disparity in resumes here. An experienced Jade Cargill miles behind Asuka, but you've got to hope that power game that you're known for really neutralizes that disparity in the early goings.
And Asuka, we're going to put Cargill away early. Asuka going to pull on every trick in the book here tonight. Cargill turning it around. And there's the power you talked about with the side slam. Cover from the inside leg and a kick out.
It is really hard to find a weakness with regards to Jade Cargill. Occasionally, the temperament has been an issue. I know for a fact that Nia Jax has exploited that in the past and got Jade Cargill to essentially get herself disqualified.
Oh, nice dragon screw on the rope by Asuka, who's taken over. Now, you talk about a weakness in Cargill. One of the things I noticed in her semifinal matchup against Roxanne Perez was the fact that she got frustrated. That Roxanne Perez had her out of her game, and she got extremely frustrated and almost lost her. And now the knee comes into play.
And that's often an issue when competitors are bigger and stronger than most of the roster. When things aren't going their way, it's not what they're used to. They're supposed to be dominant. They're supposed to be able to control proceedings, and sometimes they lose their rank when that doesn't happen.
And this is a tremendous strategy. Cover now by Asuka. Kick out to take out the leg of Cargill.
I agree.
Even playing field. Take the power game away.
And even the way that went down, Asuka was baited Cargill into making a mistake in the early goings, realizing, look, the bigger, powerful superstar, Jade Cargill, if I take that knee out, suddenly we're a lot more equal in terms of the power game.
Asuka, a 4-time world champion. As NXT Women's Champion, she held it a record 510 days. 4-time tag champ. She's won the Money in the Bank, the Royal Rumble, and who won't forget the first 914 days she was at NXT and in WWE, Wade, she was undefeated.
He said she's won pretty much everything apart from the Queen of the Ring.
Yeah, I got an E-bar on Jade Cargill, the damaged knee. Asuka now.
Not a single thing has gone right for Jade Cargill right from the beginning. That is how good the strategy of Asuka has been.
Yeah, but Jade Cargill looking to make it back to her feet, shoulders down momentarily, and a great move. There's the power of Cargill coming into play, dumping Asuka on the back of her head.
The deadlift, wheelbarrow, German suplex. You're right, the power game has finally got a bit of breathing room here for Cargill.
We're going to learn a lot about Jade Cargill in this match, Wade. The fact that she's got a damaged knee already after the attack by Asuka.
Yeah, what's been the knock on Jade Cargill in a run in WWE so far? It's that she's been tagging with Bianca Belair. Trust me, pretty much anyone can win a tag title with Bianca Belair. But we saw Cargill step up huge at WrestleMania on her own against former friend Naomi. And that's the kind of confidence-building win that has propelled Cargill to this final.
And now the fall-away slam by Jade Cargill and a kip up. Not sure how wise that was on a bad knee, but she pulled it off. Now Asuka back to her feet, and a kick drops Asuka.
Oh, it's a bullseye. She's in full extension of those long limbs.
Looking to outpower Asuka again with a choke slam, dropping her in the middle of the ring. Coming out for the win. Asuka just got a shoulder up, barely.
You've got to give Jade Cargill all the credit in the world. She gets better every single time we see her. Clearly putting in the hard hours behind the scenes. Nailing a choke slam here. And Asuka, who dominated the first 5 minutes of this, looks like a changed woman now, though, of course, fighting back.
Yeah, no, Jade Cargill, one of her toughest matches to date. Tough matchup when it comes to Asuka. So well skilled in everything. Both women down. Finals of the Queen of the Ring. Sold out tonight. The Kingdom Arena, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's been an incredible couple of days as we prepare for the Royal Rumble here in Riyadh. First part of 2026.
Both women struggling at this point. They've both taken and given massive, massive shots. The gleam of that crown has to be driving these two on.
Jade Cargill beginning to get the upper hand now, delivering the right hands to the blows. Asuka though, that backhand and a kick to the midsection. And here comes Asuka. This right here is classic Asuka.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, you always got the powerhouse in the strike exchange.
She better not be stalling time, though.
An absolute expert in the strike game. And if Jade
Gotta stay on her.
Well, now she does.
Asuka, a joy to watch, and now she's going to go up top. She's got Cargill on the ropes, and she knows it. Asuka. This is drop kick, down goes Cargill. Asuka will go for the cover here and try to win the tournament. Jade kicks out.
Well, you talked a few moments ago about how we're going to learn a lot about Jade Cargill. Now it is learning time because Cargill really is going to have to dig deep and come up with some answers here. She's on the ropes. She's in big trouble. And Asuka smells victory.
Asuka have to land here. Jade Cargill, though, understanding switch to Jade. Power now, Asuka rolls through. Shoulders down. Is it enough? Not quite.
Asuka's doing a great job of just confusing Cargill, but wait on.
And again, the power of Cargill overwhelming Asuka. Sit out
that knee strike, powering up her opponent, driving her down that sit-out powerbomb that almost gets the crown in the hands of Jade Cargill.
Referee Deputy was shot. Oh, back to armbar now by Asuka. Armbar now by Asuka, center of the ring.
And that arm is fully extended, now desperately trying to block. Just about hooking those arms as you powder that. Oh, God.
Asuka back into the full armbar now on Jade.
And a massive hyperextension. Smart by
Cargill turns into a hitting combination. Kick out. There's a big boot by Jade for an Asuka. And now Cargill
went up.
Asuka though. Jade was going for Jade and Asuka now. Again. Look at the Asuka lock. Look at the Asuka lock on Cargill.
Long way from the ropes now in extreme agony.
Cargill in trouble. Asuka with the Asuka lock in. Cargill trying to fight out of it. Again, trying to turn it into a pinning combination. And she does again and again. Another great counter.
That was so resourceful from Cargill when she couldn't defend herself. But the onslaught that followed.
And Asuka could be close in. Empress impact, but caught. Intercepted by Cargill. Great counter. Down goes Asuka. Cover of Jade. Jade Cargill winning. Queen of the ring.
Well, Jade Cargill is your queen of the ring, but she had to crawl through hell to get there. Absolutely spent, exhausted, but block out the pain. You are the queen of WWE, Jade.
Biggest win of Jade Cargill's singles career here in WWE thus far. Not only is she queen of the ring, she's going to SummerSlam. Asuka, now the Asuka locked in, but another great counter by Jade. Very impressive with Jade with her counters tonight.
They've clearly been working on reversals and escape plans, but this was the moment I thought it was game over. Asuka immediately pouncing, going in for that Empress impact, but the power of Cargill was too much. Hooked Asuka, Empress of Tomorrow goes down. Victory in sight, no mistakes from here for Cargill.
General managers Pierce and Aldis in the ring to present Jade Cargill with the queen of the ring.
Your winner and the new queen of the ring, Jade Cargill.
I bet she happy to be queen of the ring.
As Jade celebrates, let's head up to Byron Saxton.
I bet Asuka went home crying. Probably wish she was queen of the ring.
Match for the WWE Women's Championship. How do you feel?
You know, Byron, when I first went to this tournament, it felt
I mean,
like
the queen
war
crown would look good on
for my
Asuka too.
children. But you know what? For the people out there who are down themselves, praise yourself because you are fighting through the boos. Don't let them tell you who you are. You showed them. And the grind don't stop. A storm is coming for SummerSlam.
Well, it remains to be seen who will be the WWE Women's Champion at SummerSlam. Could be Tiffany Stratton. Could be Naomi, who's missed Money in the Bank. But Jade Cargill has an opportunity. MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, the first weekend of August. To win her first singles championship in WWE.
This August, WWE.
She ain't won a WWE Women's Championship yet. She only won the crown so far. You know what Michael Cole talking about? I don't got that quite yet.
West Coast for Netflix and Monday Night Raw, but a stacked card as well. Tag team titles on line. It's been a long weekend. We've been doing everything.
I promise you, it feels twice as long when I sit next to you. But coming up on Raw, World Tag Team Championship match, the Judgment Day, Balor and McDonough. They take on your boys in the New Day.
Well, here's a match that you should be looking forward to. You know both of these men extremely well.
As I do, a couple of my old buddies. I'll use that term loosely from the League of Nations that we don't like talking about these days. But this is going to be a war. We might get ourselves a banger on Monday as Sheamus goes head to head with a Bulgarian brute set.
Well, this is going to be a banger as well, ladies and gentlemen. 2 weeks.
He just said Gunther versus Goldberg's gonna be a banger. Really? I don't know about that one. Gunther is going to completely destroy Goldberg and retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's going to be it for Goldberg. His career is over.
Night of Champions. It's the Night of Champions post-show. Solo Sikoa, Rhea, Ripley, Triple H, among others. Wade Barrett will be making a guest appearance on the post-show.
Goldberg's career is over. Goldberg is not. Let's go ahead and say Goldberg is not winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther is retaining over Goldberg. Gunther is retaining. Gunther is retaining. He is retaining over Goldberg. I don't care about this. Y'all ain't changing my opinion. There's not a single motherfucker that's gonna make me change my damn opinion. Ooh, I'm fine. I'm glad we finally made it to the main event. Uh-oh. Here we go for the main event of Night of Champions. Oh! Oh, yo. No, let me stop. I don't like that song. I don't like that song by Soulja Boy. That old ass song. John Cena's music hit. They gonna start booing his ass. They're gonna start booing him. John Cena still has me followed on X. Thank God I haven't been blocked. Wait for it. Is he coming out? There it goes. Took his time too. Hey! John Cena already knew he was gonna come after that. He ain't even trying to hear it. He ain't trying to hear it. I understand. Oh, they got the Bray Wyatt lights on. Ah! They think it's Bray Wyatt coming out. Man, imagine if Bray Wyatt was still alive, though. I'd love to see him in the Wyatt Six with Bo Dallas and Dexter Lewis and Nikki Cross. John Cena does not suck. No, he does not. No, he does not. No, he does not. You want to know what really sucks? The Saudi Arabian crowd. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Relax. Don't y'all start. Don't y'all start with the negative comments. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. In real life, he really does. In real life, he doesn't. He doesn't. They know that though. They just playing it along because John Cena's a heel.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Undisputed WWE Championship.
CM Punk giving John Cena his last spotlight in the ring with Saudi Arabia.
The challenger from Chicago, Illinois. He weighed in at 218 pounds. The best in the world. CM Punk. His opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds. He is the greatest of all time. The never seen 17, gracing Rhea with his presence one last time. He is the last real champion. He is the undisputed WWE champion, John Cena. The final time in Rhea, the final time at Night of Champions, his retirement tour more than half over. And tonight, for the final time, the best in the world, CM Punk, the greatest of all time, John Cena, for the undisputed WWE Championship. The renewal, in my mind, of one of the greatest rivalries in the history of WWE. They are 6-6 with a draw in singles matchups against one another over the years. CM Punk with the biggest win of his career when he beat John Cena for the championship in 2011. But SummerSlam of that year, the last time Punk defeated Cena. First time in nearly 13 years, these two have done battle with a championship on the line. Side headlock by Cena as we start things off in this.
Cena versus Punk for the WWE Championship. The WWE Undisputed Championship. I'm like, really?
Is in the best shape of his life. That is a tall task. A jump boy, but the thing is something that real.
They should be singing that when Sami Zayn's in the ring. Not when John Cena and CM Punk's in the ring.
Goosebumps inducing. And Cena and Punk haven't done anything yet.
You're witnessing history 40 years in the making with the roles completely reversed. CM Punk in 2011, the man to abscond with the WWE Championship. Cena's stated goal this time around to do the same at the end of the retirement tour.
Side headlock now by Punk. Keys to Punk winning the championship.
Well, Punk needs to simply lock in, block out the noise, focus exclusively on why he really came back to WWE. There's been a ton of talk about why, even from himself. He is a natural-born competitor, a natural-born winner, and he sees his place exclusively at the top of the mountain. Something's never changed.
Punk looking for a 6th World Championship.
been an Intercontinental Champion, a Tag Team Champion, only man in history to win back-to-back Money in the Banks. Of course, John Cena, record-setting 17-time world champion. Randy Orton, the only active performer that is still close at 14. Nice side headlock takedown and into a leg scissors by Cena.
That was something I found fascinating a couple of weeks ago. When John Cena hit his version of a pipe bomb promo, it really felt like he'd been waiting 14 years to get that off his chest. Did not appreciate being the victim in the summer of Punk. And he sees tonight, I suspect, as his moment for vengeance.
Remember, John Cena would win the Elimination Chamber to earn the opportunity at WrestleMania and Cody Rhodes. He beat CM Punk in the chamber after a stomp by Seth Rollins. That was the beginning of the clues that John Cena perhaps was going to do everything he needed to do to win the championship. And then, of course, later on in the night, the alignment with The Rock, he would go on in controversial manner to win the championship against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Controversy has been a part of everything John Cena has done since Toronto in March.
Yeah, I think John Cena, when he returned to WWE, came back perhaps with the best of intentions, but realized maybe over the course of time he'd lost a step, and if he really wanted to achieve his goals here and become that record-breaking 17-time world champ, he needed to find some shortcuts. He needed to become a different human being, and boy, oh boy, has he done so.
Yeah, there's no doubt he's a different human being, as is that man, CM Punk. That these WWE fans here in Rhea have shown us not only tonight, but last night at Friday Night SmackDown.
Wait. Excuse me.
I said football at the top of the show. Incredibly impressive. You're a reformed Cena.
Excuse me, folks. Excuse me for the burping.
Big right hand by Cena. Listen, I made no bones about it. I believe John Cena is the greatest of all time, and I've laid out my arguments why on a number of occasions. I just don't like the attitude that Cena's showing here, especially this last year while with WWE. He's taken everything away from the fans. He's taken away the you can't see me and the hustle, loyalty, and respect. Not allowing them to cheer what they want to cheer in John's final time here in WWE. And I think he's robbed the fans of that.
Yeah, he did that all right.
Legacy like John Cena. You can call that guy the greatest of all time anymore.
Well, there was once a man who, here's a cover, who is many believe is the greatest of all time, who just happened to be the dirtiest player in the game. So I don't think we can necessarily
I know he ain't talking about Ric Flair.
We're talking about the greatest. Cena with a shoulder tackle. And Punk though, looking for the GTS, and Cena just got out of harm's way. And John Cena knew it was that close.
Running away like a scalded cat. Who could blame him? We know how devastating that GTS is. Cena's tasted it enough in the past, and I'll give Cena credit there. A real clean turn of heels there to get out of trouble.
And that's classic Punk. Mind games. I don't sweat you, John.
Really classic Punk, but Punk really is a career-long antagonist who is now tasked with taking down 2025's ultimate villain.
Let's make no mistake about it. Punk is still an antagonist. He's still got that attitude. He's got that mentality. Oh, look at Cena trying to power Punk up. What's Punk trying to do here? Awkward situation for both these men. Cena's got him in the AA position, at least momentarily. Punk will roll up from behind, shoulders down in a kick out.
Cena might have lost in speed. Oh, he certainly hasn't lost in power. John Cena still flying around massive weights at Hard Knocks South Gym in Tampa, Florida, but just beaten to the punch on that one by CM Punk.
And Punk to the side, Russian leg sweep, floats right into the cover, and forces John to get the shoulder up. Punk knew he wasn't beating John there. That was just to say, hey, I got your number.
Yeah, but I do think the longer it benefits CM Punk. I think CM Punk has shaken off a massive amount of ring rust since coming back to WWE. I was highly critical of it, but that epic rivalry with Drew McIntyre last year has really taken Punk to levels I haven't seen from him before.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I agree with you totally on that point. Punk again now. Oh, Cena. It looked like Punk was going. Punk doing here, abdominal stretch perhaps?
This modified octopus hold, maybe a page out of AJ Lee's playbook.
Oh, indeed. As Punk delivered a couple elbows. Cena now looking to power him up. And down goes Punk.
Oh, man.
By John. Into the cover. And Punk
That didn't sound good.
I'm going to tweet something in the side of John Cena there, though, interestingly enough. We're now back on the attack.
What was that they laid on that?
Is this the pace you expected?
From John Cena, absolutely.
So I want to do plastic wrap.
Returning. This is historically the John Cena pace. And when John Cena controls the pace of matches, does things at his speed, methodically, he tends to win.
Cena with a kick right to the face. That clock Punk's good. Punk's down.
And if you can pick up the pace against John Cena, you've got a much better chance. But the volume and the power of those strikes just knocks the stuffing out of opponents, so they quite simply cannot pick the speed up.
Referee Dan Engler checking out Punk again. That was a flush kick by Cena right to the face. John with a shoulder tackle. Vintage Cena here. And will he give the WWE fans what they want?
Cena's not even breathing heavily.
And he does with a five-knuckle shuffle. And now measuring Punk for the AA. The attitude adjustment. Punk slips behind. And Punk caught with a heel kick. Cena back to his feet. Punk dips underneath. Nice neck breaker by Punk.
You get a little classic CM Punk in return. We're getting the greatest hits tonight.
The running knee by Punk. Caught Cena flush on the jaw.
On the bridge of the nose, too. Cena looking like a suplex dummy now.
And Punk going to climb to the top rope. Cena's down in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
An homage to the Macho Man. Flying elbow by Punk. And he says it's time to go night-night, John.
Absolute bullseye.
Later in the GTS to go to sleep to win the championship. Oh, got caught. Cena picked him out of the air. Look at the
Uh-oh.
And locked in a turn of speed at the right moment from John Cena, just when it was crucial.
Now, Punk, you got to wonder, will he tap out? A long way to the bottom rope.
I don't know if CM Punk has it in him to tap out.
Yeah, but how did he
pass out, if anything?
And Punk now going to try to turn it around in an air kind of ice. On John Cena.
Shows the brilliance of CM Punk while in agony, while in dire straits.
The mission now applied to Cena. Cena's in trouble. If he taps, Punk wins the title. Shoulders down. That'll force a break.
Oh, the brains just never stop working.
Uh-oh, Cena. Attitude adjustment. AA for the win. To retain. Kick out by Punk at 2.
Oh, this is incredible. This is why these are two of the greatest in history. Perfectly executed elbow drop. And this looked like it was going to be good night, but after the GTS was avoided, an AA from Cena and a late kick out from Punk, who is hurt in a bad way now.
Yeah, Cena, you saw the look on his face. He smells blood. Cena with Punk up again, looking for another attitude adjustment. Punk, though, will land on his feet, kick right to the midsection. Oh, he plants Cena with a DDT.
Yeah, Punk is hurting bad here. I don't know if he's going to be able to follow this up. He's going to try something, though.
You know what he's going to try, Wade?
Oh, yeah.
Punk going to turn the tables on Cena. Now it's Cena in trouble.
Adding insult to injury.
Can you imagine if Cena taps to his own move? And Cena trying to drag himself, get the hand on the rope and force a break here. Cena trying to hang on. Does he have enough left? Punk's got it cinched in good. And now the break will happen.
Punk had those hands in the perfect spot, kind of blocking the vision of John Cena, which is why it took about 5 seconds to actually grab that rope.
That's why Punk took almost the full 5 seconds to break to continue the damage to Cena.
Cena wilting in the door. And if Punk can move fast here.
Another running knee clutch again. And now there's the went for the Bulldog. And John now.
There you go.
Plants Punk center of the ring.
Well, I can sit out powerbomb for a second. He's gonna do it. Punk said, You ain't doing it again.
Punk dips underneath. Went for the neck breaker. Cena with Punk up top. Cena again with an AA. Attitude adjustment again. Hooks the outside leg. Punk able to kick out.
And this just has to crush the spirit of John Cena. Reversal after reversal after reversal. I know you better than you know yourself. Boom. This one's over, Punk. Or is it? Not tonight. Not this way, John.
Now with the 17-time world champion, John Cena, start to get
17 times. 17 times world champion.
That is a look of panic on the eyes of John Cena. Resilient it may be, trying something, but he thought he'd be home and dry.
I wonder if he would reach 18 times. I wonder if he would reach to go to be an 18-time world champion. Imagine John Cena being an 18-time world champion.
Both of these men, exhaustion setting in.
A lot of people be like, "Oh no! You're going way too far. That's too much. That's too much to say."
Regular attitude adjustments didn't work, so Cena going for a big one, but Punk able to block.
And he needed to.
And now Punk from the top rope, cross body. Cena rolls through and still able to power Punk up.
There's your 600-pound plus squat of John Cena.
With a third attitude adjustment. Cover. Punk kicked again. You gotta be kidding.
He kicked out again. Oh Lord.
Oh my God. Brilliant from Punk. Even better from John Cena. Just raw power this deep into a
Damn.
matchup. AA number 3. Punk broken, but beaten no.
The guts of Punk in this match tonight.
I don't know if Punk has any clue what he's just done. I don't know if the cogs are turning in his mind, but John Cena is fully aware. And that is a look of resigned failure for me.
John has his eyes trained on the WWE Championship.
Oh, come on.
Well, disqualification means he keeps the title. What does John care? What does this new Cena care?
We know what he's cooking up here.
The referee warning Cena, you'll be disqualified.
You think he cares? This version of John Cena.
Well, the WWE fans said no. John Cena blinds him. Maybe he finally listened. Punk up again. Now it's CM Punk's turn. GTS, go to sleep. Punk, can he do it? Cena kicks it too.
Well, I am baffled. I am perplexed. John championship shot, decline, and then kicks out of the GTS.
Well, maybe the fans are starting to get to it. For the most part, it's been overwhelming love for Cena on this retirement tour, despite his actions. Well, maybe he'll allow the fans to get to him there.
I don't know if I'm buying that explanation after what I've seen over the past few months from John Cena. Maybe he's just had his bell rung and is making bad decisions.
Well, he suffered the bell ringing after he got the title out of the ring. And now Punk and Cena throwing rights and haymakers at each other.
Yeah, we definitely can't be far from a babyface turn with John Cena. I can't wait to see John Cena turn back babyface. That is going to be a huge moment. He's going to get a pop from that. He's going to get a pop from the fans.
Cena inadvertently just blasted the referee, Dan Angler. Seeing Punk delivers a GTS, but there's no official. Angler was knocked out of the ring with a shoulder tackle. Punk has the championship won, but there's no official here to count it.
Well, 2 GTSs in 2 minutes absolutely should have got the job done.
At SummerSlam, John Cena turns babyface, Cody Rhodes turns heel. That's the way I see it. I think we're going to get a double turn at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that was a nasty landing. The shoulder tackle was bad enough, but the way the ref contorted through those ropes and hit the ground on the outside with a oh no!
Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins. This is not unprecedented. Rollins cashed in to make a triple threat 10 years ago. And Rollins and his crew are here.
Oh, wait up, you can't cash in Money in the Bank without a referee present, and this referee is down.
That's a great point. Wait, normally you bring an official with you. So, well, let's not forget the long-standing issues, the long-standing hatred for Seth Rollins and Punk. And with the official down outside the ring, what a better opportunity for Seth Rollins to screw CM Punk tonight.
Tremendous hatred felt over years and years. Maybe you've hit the nail on the head, Cole. And the mission is simply screw over CM Punk.
And these big bad bruisers, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, flanking Seth Rollins. And Punk knows he's in trouble. Punk knows he's outnumbered. And Rollins has been waiting a long, long time for this. Go get him, boys. Big Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker go after Punk. And CM Punk trying to do all he can to avert disaster here.
And this is CM Punk has already been battling in this heat against the greatest of all time, arguably.
Now Breaker and Bronson Reed both down and out outside the ring. CM Punk. Oh my goodness. Overshot both men. I thought he got Breaker, but Bronson Reed able to take control and turn the tide in favor of Reed and Breaker.
Well, Reed didn't go down. He's too strong weight up here, Cole.
And now Punk planted onto and through the Arabic announce table.
Of course, that should be a disqualification, but with our referee down, these boys can do whatever they want.
Punk is down and out. Breaker and Reed celebrating. Rollins is standing in the middle of the ring. Wait a minute. Oh my God! Oh my God! Rollins is calling for an official. Is Rollins going to go for the heist of a century title? John Cena. That's going to allow it to happen. Is Rollins going to try to cash in? Cena said, not on my watch. Undisputed adjustment to Rollins.
going on with John Cena tonight?
Breaker and Boston Reed now. Taking down Cena.
Well, Cena, it didn't have to be this way. I presume that he'd come down here for you.
CM Punk is busted open. He's beaten and battered and bruised. Punk telling me he's okay. As Penta comes out on the stage now.
Well, his pains are planning here. He's had his own troubles with Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Seth freaking Rollins of late.
And Penta now. And Braun Breaker going at it.
It's a great one by House. Crazy man. Stepping up to take on these guys.
And Penta now. And Breaker though. Braun Breaker dumping Penta on the stage.
Well, thanks for trying, Penta. It was noble but foolhardy.
And another man who's had an issue with Rollins and company. Sami Zayn coming to Penta's aid. Zayn who beat Kross earlier tonight, trying to send Breakers scrambling.
Well, that has changed the game, hasn't it? Already been through one war this evening, ready for another, and Pepper and Breaker with shots.
Beating the hell out of each other. Now Breaker with the upper hand on Sami Zayn. Look at Penta from all way up top, taking on everybody.
What a maniac Penta is. Bronson Reed all alone with a down Cena.
Oh no, God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Bronson Reed looking for a tsunami. CM Punk from behind, dumping Reed. Cena with the big man up. 330 pounds. Hey!
Well, Cena and CM Punk have basically come to one another's aid here.
Oh no! They had no other choice. They didn't want Rollins to cash in because then it would have been a triple threat. Now it's back to one-on-one. Punk and Cena had to help one another.
Whatever the master plan was by Paul Heyman, it did not work.
I told you something. Uh-oh. Wait, we've seen that look before, but Punk was ready. Punk was ready for a low blow. Rollins clutching Punk with the briefcase, and now a stop to CM Punk.
It was like deja vu.
The referee's back in. Cena, damn it, Cena steals it. Rollins is screwed. CM Punk. Here is your winner. Undisputed WWE Champion, John Cena! Wade, for 2 years, it has been Seth Rollins' mission statement to continually screw CM Punk. He did it in Elimination Chamber. He did it again tonight at Night of Champions.
We're going to take another look back at this after helping one another out, albeit briefly. The desperate, soulless version of John Cena returned, but Punk was ready and waiting, about to connect with a GTS, but it looked like a replay of what we'd seen historically from Seth freaking Rollins, but Cena had other ideas.
Yeah, John Cena dumping Rollins, taking advantage to once again retain the championship undisputed WWE champion as his quest to retire as champion continues. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins has once again taken out CM Punk. You stay on and watch this.
Consumer Reports ranks car brands on more than 50 road tests, reliability surveys, owner satisfaction surveys, and safety ratings from
The fuck off my TV. Commercial. Stupid Subaru commercial. Man, I'm something else. Dude, my eyelashes are really bothering me, dude. Like, I can't even, like, it just feels so weird. My eyelash sticking my eyeball, it just feels weird. It feels very, very, very weird. Woo! Wait. Oh. I had it on there, right? Oh, what the fuck I was thinking. I had it on there, right? Woo! Oh, damn. I'll be right back, y'all. When I come back, we'll go over your results, go over everything that happened, go over my thoughts and results. And what I'm trying to say is, when I come back, I'm going to go over all of my thoughts on the WWE Night of Champions 2025 Premier Live event, as well as the results combined. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. Whew. My nose. And to go over my overall thoughts on the entire WWE United Champions 2025 Green Light event. Here we go. So, From watching this entire premium live event, the WWE Night of Champions 2025 premium live event was a electrifying event that pretty much delivered on several fronts. We're going to go over those several fronts. So, several fronts showcasing exceptional talent, and setting the stage for future storylines. Now, the evening kicked off with Cody Rhodes claiming the King of the Ring crown by defeating Randy Orton in a grueling match that highlighted both men's strengths and weaknesses, of course. And then Rhodes' victory wasn't just a win. It was not only a win, but it was also a statement, potentially paving the way for a showdown with Cena at SummerSlam. So be prepared, folks. We're getting Cena versus Cody, WWE Undisputed Championship at SummerSlam at some point in August. In August, I have to get my blood taken out. I have to get my blood tested. I have to go to the lab on the 22nd of August. Not the 2nd, but the 22nd. I had to go to my appointment, my blood tested, find out if the results are good or not. Hoping the lab results will be good and not bad. Try to keep my fingers crossed. All this mental health I'm still dealing with every day, almost. Anyways, the crowd's energy was horrible, especially during Orton's entrance, which was met with immense enthusiasm. Orton's apparent back injury added an extra layer of complexity to the match, pretty much, making his ultimate loss all the more compelling. In the women's stakes, Jade Cargill emerged victorious in the Queen of the Ring tournament finals, overcoming Asuka in a match that, despite lacking chemistry, showed Cargill's determination and skill. Now, this win positions her as a strong contender for the WWE Women's Championship against Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley dominated Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight, showcasing her power and brutality, of course. The match was intense, both competitors trading blows and enduring considerable punishment. Got Sami Zayn's victory over Karrion Kross. Another one of the biggest wins of Sami Zayn's career. His victory over Karrion Kross was a testament to his quick thinking and agility as he capitalized on Kross's momentary lapse in judgment to secure the win. The match's outcome suggests a deeper storyline, like Zayn potentially proving himself against Karrion Kross's darker, I want to say darker side, but it's better to say darker inclinations. It's better to say darker inclinations than darker side. I want to say that, but I don't think it'd be the way to say it. But anyways, on the other hand, Solo Sikoa's win over Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship was marked by dramatic entrances and shocking moments, including the debut of the imposing Hikulia, signaling a new chapter in Solo's career. The main event between John Cena, CM Punk, for the WWE Undisputed Championship was nothing short of chaotic. In fact, it's one of the best matches of the entire night, with appearances from Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and others. Cena's tension of the title links to a cleaver finish involving Rollins. Money in the Bank briefcase sets up intriguing possibilities for future matches, including a potential Cena versus Rhodes bout at SummerSlam, of course, as well as Punk versus Rollins once again for SummerSlam this time. So that's what I mean by possibilities for future matches. I don't just mean one match, I mean two matches. I just gave y'all two matches. I ain't gonna repeat. Overall, Night of Champions received a solid grade of B, reflecting its engaging matches. I could just pay-per-view a B, honestly. It deserves a B and a B only. No B plus, no B minus, just a B. Now, the reason why I give this a B is because it reflects on engagement, matches, crowd enthusiasm, and meaningful storylines that will unlikely unfold in the coming months. They got 4 weeks. They got at least 4 or 5 weeks of build to SummerSlam. So I think WWE better get to it as soon as possible. Anyways, I'm out here, folks. I went over my overall thoughts as well as the results on the WWE Night of Champions Premium Live event. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, make sure you share the stream. I'm getting out of here. I will see you guys live for Monday Night Raw, Night of Champions Fallout episode. I hope my audience can be there, because I'll be live. I'll probably go live early, maybe. I'm not going to be late, I know that. I'm not going to be late for the show. But anyways, like I said, see y'all for the next Monday Night Raw episode, and good night.